Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to replace your factory U-joints with greasable units from Spicer. Now this happens to be off the '89 Chevy K1500, and believe it or not, this has the factory U-joint still on it, and they're not making any noise. They're not binding at all. They're 33 years old, and yeah, they're still in good shape, but I want to put some greasable heavy-duty ones on here. So I want to show you something. If you have a General Motors product, whether it is a car or truck that's rear-wheel drive, you may be looking at this wondering, well, how do you get the U-joint out? A lot of U-joints will have clips on the outside, or they'll have clips on the inside. So this has neither. What General Motors did, and it actually works very well, is they have, if you can see these little nips right here, this is plastic nylon that was injected from the factory when they assembled these U-joints there. So basically it's plastic that was injected all the way around, and then there's a little groove, which I'll show you on the cap of the U-joint, or the body of the U-joint here, and that's how it keeps this stable and how it keeps it in there. There's no clips needed. It's a very effective system. However, if you're not familiar with this and you try to bang on this or press it out or whatever, you will never get this out. What you have to do is you have to melt this stuff out, and I'm going to show you how to do that next. Alright, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a regular torch. This is happens to be a MAP gas. You can use propane, and I'm just going to heat this up until the plastic oozes out of both sides. Okay. It's actually nylon. Alright, so I'm going to be taking this Tiger tool right here, and I'm going to be pressing out the U-joint. I am not going to take a socket and bang this out. The reason that you don't want to do that is because if you bend these ears right here, even a couple thousandths of an inch, you will forever be wasting U-joints by, they won't last. Alright, this tool, you can get something similar to this for free at you can rent them at your local auto parts store, like Advanced Auto Parts, Pep Boys, AutoZone, places like that. So basically this just rests on the ears, and it's pressing directly on the cap. Oops. Okay, so we can see the cap right here. See all the little needle bearings? See that groove right there? That's where the nylon goes. There we go. And then you can see the cap right here. Pull this cap off. Alright, and then just take the yoke off just like that. And I also mark the yoke to the drive shaft. So this cap is coming off really, or this U-joint's coming off really easy. Not like the other one on the rear. And I have no idea why. So we'll just this cap off here. All right, there we go. And that's done. Yep. That was a better idea from General Motors. But that's how you take that out without damaging the ears. So I'm gonna clean all this up and get it ready for the new U-joints. All right, so I've got the brand new Spicer greasable U-joint here, and I've cleaned up everything on the mounting ears. So what you want to make sure to do is I'm going to point my grease fitting here back that way. So you could do it this way or this way, but I'm going to have it on this side. So the easiest way to do this is you have to be very careful because there's needle bearings in there. You just take this, just put it in there just like that. Okay, there we go. And then we'll put this one in like that. Okay, now I'm going to take this tiger tool right here. It's got a magnet on one side. Okay. Sorry, I keep having to readjust everything for the camera. Alright, sorry for all the camera cutting in and out, but yeah, it's very hard to get this shot, but if you guys can see the clip there, the inner clip there and there, and this is the tension. It's very smooth, and but it's got a little bit of resistance to it. Let's try this again. So I'm going to just put it all the way in. Okay, so that's all the way in. It's seated. When you see the there's no more space between the little rubber gasket. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. So I'm just hand tighten it first. So I'll do a little hand tightening like this. All right, so I've had quite a time with this here. So what I did was God did it. That's just all I can say. I pushed this bearing further than it needed to go, which you probably shouldn't do. But I'll put this back on here. You're gonna have to do this several times, but I basically asked God to help me do this, and you can take that for what it's worth. But yeah, that's what I did, and I'm gonna give him the glory for it. So now I'm gonna push everything back in there. Alright, so it's dark and I wanted to show you guys the final product. This is the actual rear of the drive shaft. And of course I will grease this when I get everything together in the truck. Then here is the front. And it should move nice and easy. There should be no binding at all. Here's the grease joint, easy to get to. Make sure that your grease joint does not hit. Just FYI. So there it is. These joints probably will last, if you keep them greased, probably 40 years. But anyway, there it is. So I will get the drive shaft in the truck soon. I replaced the transfer case output shaft seal, and I'm going to check on the rear pinion. I may do a separate video on that because I've got some play in there. And other than that, guys, I'm going to end this video. I appreciate everybody's support and everybody's support. Look at this. Check his headlight out. This thing is awesome. I use this all the time. Anyway, guys, that's enough nonsense. I'm glad this project's over. It's not really that hard. It's just very tedious with the needle bearings. It's just the way it is. It's the way the design is. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys on the next video.